Hey everybody, Carl here, and right now I'm at my desk. I wanted to give you guys an update on what's happened to me. I mentioned that I had some health issues coming up, and I thought I would kind of put out a little information there for you. I gotta say, people talk about being rich, and some people look at that as having plenty of dough to do anything I want, but there's another kind of richness, and that's when you have people that care about you, and they think about you, and when there's problems, they pray for you and they keep you in their thoughts. Well, I gotta say, I'm pretty rich, okay, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to put this out, because a lot of people are asking, and I'll give you guys an update exactly what's going on. And it has to do with my aneurysm, and I'm going to get into that in more detail. I'm going to make this into two parts. This first one is going to be like a quick what's going on, let you know, keep everything up to date. And then part two, I want to get in a little bit more detail on what this aneurysm repair thing really entails. And the thing is, if you might be going through this, you might have family, friends, loved ones that may have to go through this. And so, and when I first found out about it, I really didn't know anything. And I like to be informed. And I think you probably do too. So in part two, I'm going to give you more of a little in-depth of what that's all about and how that works. But the time has come when I need to have that repaired. And I'll tell you what happened. First of all, cut and go. Every 6 months, I go back and they do a CT scan and they measure it and make sure that the main aneurysm, and I have three. I have abdominal, and then I have two in the iliac areas, just where the aorta goes in on both my legs. And I'll get into that more in detail. But mine hasn't actually grown. But what happened is something created a blood clot, they believe, and it went down into like the index toe on my right foot. And it basically killed off the very tip of my toe. And matter of fact, as of right now, they're saying that because the top now is gone, it's actually, they call it a hard gangrene. What that means is the skin dies. Everything's dead there. And it actually kind of turns black. And that's what's been happening to my toe. And like the nail's gone and the whole top is black. But they said when it's a hard type gangrene, and I've got great blood flow below that. So they're saying, we have two options. We can like let it go for right now, and a lot of times it will fall off. They call it slough off by itself, and then you'll have a partial toe, but that top part will be gone. Or if it looks like it's going to cause problems, which right now there's no infection, no nothing. It's really weird, but it does hurt because of the nerves. But if they amputate it, they have to take it all the way to the bottom. So we're balancing that right now. But anyway, because the aneurysm, they believe, or one of them, created the blood clot, and even though I'm on blood thinners, they feel that it's time to go in and do the repair, and I agree with them. And, let's get this over with. That thing's been like hanging over my head for, 2 years now, and with the repair, and usually, they do this a lot. So, it's in there, it's sturdy, it's not leaking. You don't have to worry about that blowing out and bleeding out in like 4 minutes. So I thought, yeah, let's go do this. So that's what's going on with me. Maybe they're going to cut my toe off. I don't know. but the aneurysm repair is a definite go. And because it's a life, they consider it a life-threatening deal, even though with all this that's going on right now with with the virus, I should still be able to get in and get the operation. Now, my girlfriend, she was supposed to have her knee operated on yesterday, and when they got to the hospital, the rules had already changed. They were not doing elective type surgery, and so she got that put off, which I'm so sad to hear that because it would have made her feel a lot better. Her knees really been bothering her, but that's another story. But that's what's going on. I mean, if you have elective surgery coming up, you better check to make sure that you're going to have it because they're already in another mode. And let me tell you, just to extend the story and let you know what's really going on. I had to go up yesterday for all my pre-surgery stuff. And at first I had to go to the Ann Arbor VA hospital. I went in and I had to talk to them, and they did more tests, make sure everything's good, blood flow's good, and all that. Took an EKG and they drew blood. And then and when I went into the VA, now I've been going there for quite a while. And normally you go in there, you know, when you see these, you know, big cities and people are walking all over the place and stuff like that, and you go in the store and you see people, well, that's the way normally the VA hospital is. There's people coming and going, there's people everywhere. I went in there, it was like a ghost town. We had to do the special screening and all that. My friend who gave me a ride up there, he couldn't even come in. They said you had visitors or anybody coming with you. They had to wait out in the car, out in the garage. They would not let you in. You had to have an appointment and have a reason for coming in. And they, you know, take your temperature and do all that stuff. And I went through and I'm walking down the halls. And it's like in a weird movie where, like, you know, you see places that's normally busy and the lights are still on and everything, but nobody's there. Well, that's what the VA was. It was pretty weird. It really was. So not only is the VA like that, but then when I had to leave there and I had to go to the University of Michigan Hospital because that's where I'm going to have the surgery done. And I'm pretty lucky about that, and I'm going to explain that in a second. But I went over there and almost the same thing. There was hardly anybody in there. And, you know, normally I have to sit and wait a long time. I went in and just got called right in. And they are very detailed. And they are really good over there. And the reason that I'm going there, and the VA is actually covering it, is my vascular surgeon at the VA is also one of the leading vascular surgeons at the University of Michigan Hospital. And he thought it would be a better place to have the surgery done. So that was his call, and the VA said, hey, he wants to do it there, we'll cover you. So, you know, how cool is that? But, so next month, around the middle of next month, I should be going up there and having this procedure done. And, you know, you never look forward to having, you know, anything like this done to you. But knowing what it's going to do, and, you know, so, because, you know, blood clots are a big deal. They get through and they come back up, you know, they can go into your lungs, they can go in your heart, they can go up, keep traveling through, go up to your brain, and we all know what those aneurysms do in those spots. I mean, they're very, very lethal. So, you know, like I said, you know, we'll get her done. And, you know, I'm feeling good. I'm pretty healthy right now. You know, so far, you know, no symptoms of the virus or nothing like that. I don't hang out places anyway. So, you know, except going to the store, and I don't really like even doing that. I haven't been doing that lately. I just go to the little store. I'm not around people. I get out. I wash my hands. I carry alcohol swabs, you know, because, you know, I've been doing that for a while. So I'm okay with that. And as far as this virus thing goes, is as long as we just do what we're supposed to do, and it's going to be tough. It's our lives are changed. Our lives were changed when 9/11 happened. Our lives are changed now. Our lives were changed during World War II. I mean, and you just got to go with the flow. You got to do what you have to do. I don't want to do that. Well, tough. You got to do what you got to do. So, but we'll get through all this. We'll come out on the other side and we'll back at it and go, wow. And maybe there'll be some changes made in the government and in the way things are done where this, won't be like this next time. This is crazy. But, it's a learning curve. Life is a learning curve. So I just want to say, okay, this is the end of part 1. I wanted to tell everybody what was going on. Like I said, in part 2, I'm going to explain this aneurysm thing a little bit better. So for those that want to really have an understanding of what it's all about, because there's a lot of people out there that actually have this. And like I said, if you have a loved one, a friend, family, and you want to know, and they have one, or maybe, in the future you find out somebody's going to have one, at least you'll have a small idea when they talk about it. You'll know what it is. So, okay, everybody, for right now, I'm going to say thank you, as always, for watching. Thank you so much for all your kind comments and your thoughts and your prayers and everything. It's, like I said, it makes me feel like a rich man because of you. So, okay, everybody, end of part 1, and I will see you all in part 2. Take care. Be very careful during these hard times, and, be good to everybody. Right now, your neighbors might need your help. You got to think about that. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye.